Hey everybody, and welcome to Authentic Points of View. I have no clue what episode it is, to be honest. Maybe 13. Who knows? Anyway, all right. So we're doing things a little different. Our guest had to reschedule, um, and yeah. So
Hello.
talk to this ma'am right here. So McKenna is going to be the guest. She actually was a guest on season maybe 2, or I think, and that's before she was my host. And we're gonna ask her some who's we? That would be me. I'm gonna ask her some questions about middle school and life and how is everything. So if you have a question for McKenna, an appropriate child question, put it in the comments, because I would love to know, and
I
we
would love
can,
to answer.
yeah, she'll answer. So if you don't know, you might know. How old are you, McKenna?
I am 11 and my birthday is next month.
Okay, you don't have to tell everybody your real birthday.
Well, I just wanted to let you know.
Yeah, June.
I'm basically 12 because
Yeah.
I'm 12.
You're right. You'll be 12 in June. And so, what grade are you finishing up?
I'm finishing 6th grade.
Yeah. All right. So, we're going to talk a little bit about middle school, um, transitioning from schools, like meaning like elementary to middle and then middle to high school. She hasn't, but I have. And just touch on some other things and some basic stuff. If you have any questions, again, write it in the comments, and then we will hopefully get to answer them. So, McKenna.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Hi.
All right. So, you are in.
6th grade currently, and I'm going into 7th grade.
Okay. So, how was the transition for you? And I never know what she's going to say. So, take it with a grain of salt or whatever they say.
This episode is really going to be authentic because like we're not just talking to each other.
Yeah. So, all right. How was the transition from elementary to middle school?
It was it wasn't easy at first because like I was still getting used to the teachers, the bigger school, the schedule, having to stay at school longer and getting there later. So it was hard at first, but then once I got used to it, it was like the second quarter and I got used to it and it was pretty good. It gets better. Like the first day isn't always perfect, but then once you get used to it, it will get better. So yeah, so it was pretty good, but it wasn't the smoothest transition because it was very hard learning 7 new teachers. Well,
Mm-hmm.
in my case, 8 because I had 2 band directors, so I had to learn 8 names. But that was harder for me to remember. But yeah, it's not bad. It's good.
Okay. So, how I know the answer to one of these questions. All right. So, how was the independence though? So, in elementary school, you are shuffled to every single class, stand in a line, don't talk, go to the bathroom at this time, go to the bathroom at that time, this, and that. So, how was it being independent and having get to your classes by yourself? I know the answer, so don't fib. I know the answer.
It was hard. It was hard for me. Like for me, it won't be hard for everybody, but for me, it was hard because getting from class to class at a big school is like kind of like intimidating because there's all these people like 7th and 8th graders. I'm in advanced classes, so I have to go in different hallways. And so seeing all these 7th and 8th graders who like know where they're going, and it was just like intimidating because I was like, where do I go? But there will be teachers there, hopefully, probably, most likely. There will be teachers there.
There's teachers at the school. There is.
There are teachers there to
I know what you
help,
mean.
like, and guide you where to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and where I went, teachers were nice, and helped me and told me where to go. But I personally had a lot of trouble doing it, and my teachers even know that to this day. They said to my mom, she can never find out where she's going.
Yeah.
And
it was hilarious.
Yeah, I just
Uh-huh.
it was harder for me, but once you get used to it, it's easy.
So, like you said, you having to go to different hallways was kind of difficult.
Yeah.
And so, but your advanced classes though are in your hallway.
The hallways go this way,
Oh.
and I had to go this way. So I'm going. So the hallways go like.
But your teachers, I can
and
tell
I
you
go
how
like
your
this.
classes go. They
I
go
know.
like this, like here, right? But then then you got to go way over there. But that's because you're in
Computer science.
computer science,
But
right?
no,
So
the halls go this way,
right.
up and down.
Okay,
And
so
so
6
I
is
go
this way, 7 is
across. I go
Okay.
across. So I go through 6, through 7, and through half of 8 to go to fourth
Ah.
period, which is advanced, and first period is in 7th grade hallway. So I'm going.
That's 7th
across
grade
them.
hallway?
Yeah. 6th grade hallway is where my 3rd, my 5th.
It's the same hallway.
This way, it's the same hallway. This way, it's not the same hallway. This way are different. I'm sorry. If we're confusing you guys, I'm very sorry.
I'm confused. Easily confused. Okay, so the transition was a little bit more difficult. And yes, one of her teachers, I won't say her name, it's my favorite, one of my favorites. And she's hilarious. She was the one that said it, I think. It was hilarious. So
no, it was 4th period teacher.
No.
Yes, it was.
I'm pretty. Oh, Miss.
Miss.
Okay. All right. So I thought.
Oh, by the way, she watches this podcast, so be careful.
Hi. I didn't say anything bad about her. I thought it was the other one, first period, that said it. No. Anyway, whoever said it, it was hilarious.
She did say it, but then 4th period.
Thought they were talking to each other.
No.
Okay.
They were talking to you.
All right. Well, we need to talk to you guys. So
sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that.
So anyway. Yes, so that was a harder transition. I love her teachers, all of them. They're great and supportive and awesome people, and they work really hard. And first of all, last week was, the last week before, like the 6th through 12th or whatever, was Teachers Week and Nurses Week. And I don't understand why they're both on the same week. We each deserve our own weeks.
Y'all deserve their own months.
Yes, we deserve our own years. No, I'm just joking. I'm trying to plug in anyway. All right.
Chargers?
Yeah.
But it's
okay. I know. You want to plug it in? Okay.
No,
anyway.
That's how it drains. It drains it fast. Anyway, hi y'all. Okay. Yeah.
It's fine. We'll talk about it. Okay. So teachers and nurses deserve their own weeks. Every time I go to that school and help, I'm reminded that the job of the teachers is very difficult. I'm going to go this way a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
She helped with lunch one time, and it was crazy. She's not used to seeing all that ruckus. She thinks I'm crazy. Imagine the whole cafeteria. Yeah.
No, 3 times I did. I helped with 3 lunches, and some of the 8th graders are way bigger than me, and they're like, "Back it up, lady. What are you talking about?" And so it was very interesting. They did not listen to me, and so I really really appreciate everybody in the school. And my uncle was a I think he was a special. No, he did like special education or whatever for a long time, and then he at the end became the assistant principal. In the last year, I think he had to be the principal for a little bit before he retired. But he is a great man, and I always respected and appreciated him. And I love teachers, principals, whatever you are, counselors. I love her counselors. They're very supportive and great. So if you're out there and you are in the education field in any kind of way, thank you so much for what you do. Really appreciate you. It is not easy. And again, no, it's
That's
not.
another tip.
Oh,
Here's a tip for the people going into middle school or in middle school. Respect the teachers.
mm-hmm.
Also,
Every grade should respect the teacher.
behave. Their their discipline, their disciplinary actions are way higher than elementary school and way higher than high school because high school is loosey goosey. They don't.
You never been to high school,
Well, that's what people have told me. High school seniors
McKenna has walked through high school and found out it's loosey goosey.
Seniors have told me that high school is loosey goosey and they don't really care as much as middle school. Middle school is when like your stuff goes on your record in middle school. That's when your record starts getting filled from middle school to high school. So like I said, behave because your the disciplinary actions in middle school are like way like you can like push someone in elementary school and just like get like a warning, but in middle school you will get like in my school they call them minor referrals. You will get a minor referral, which is a email to. I've never got one.
I was gonna say I don't know. You never got one.
I never got one.
It's a secret, and you did, and she's revealing it right now
live. No, you would have got
by the way.
You would have got an email.
Okay, you never got one.
Email home, and then the second one is an email and a phone call.
No my.
And then the third one is ITI, which is where you go into a whole different classroom that you don't have.
It's like in-school suspension?
No, that's a different thing.
Not suspension.
You go into if you're
detention?
In school isolation or in school suspension. Isolation? Yeah.
Okay.
ITI is in-team isolation, which means like if you're in 6th grade, you would have to stay in the 7th or 8th grade classroom as punishment, like the whole day.
Oh.
And you would have to take notes on what they're learning about. And then you would have to take their test, which is whew. And then the fifth one, I think I'm on 5. The fifth one is ISS, and the 6th one is OSS. ISS is in school suspension, and OSS is out of school suspension, and it depends on what you did for how long you're suspended out of school for.
Makes sense.
So yeah.
Been there, done that. Like with one of my children.
If you push Johnny, that will probably be like 2 days of OSS. Also, it may be the end of school, but that does not mean you get to act up because they said that if you get like so many minor referrals and you get OSS, that will be carried on to like the first days of school.
Oh my.
So like if you get 5 days of OSS and there are 3 days of school left, you have to come back to school 2 days late because you have to serve your 5 days of what you did at the end of the year. So you would do the 3 days, and then you would do the first and the second day of school out, and then the third day of school you come back. So yeah, just because it's the end of the year doesn't mean you get to goof off.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should never goof off.
Good advice. So speaking of goofing off, inquiring minds want to know. Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
Okay. So in school, can you tell us how many programs and things and activities you were in, and how did you balance them all? And we've talked about this before, but
yeah. Okay. You want me to name all of them?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. So I was in the Student Leadership Council.
And why don't you explain what each one is, except for if it's really explanatory.
Okay. So Student Leadership Council is where we would get with the counselors and we would help make programs, and we would do like events at school. So we did a movie night at school, which was like the first few months of school, where we helped set up the school for like a movie night, and then we got free cone ice, and then we got to watch the movie, and then we helped clean up and everything. So we helped a lot. And then we did, what's another thing we did? We did We did a
Why?
we did a suicide prevention week.
Okay. We're live.
Well, yeah.
No, go ahead.
So we did a suicide prevention week,
Mhm.
which meant a lot to my mom. If you know, you know.
Mhm.
And to me, because if you know, you know.
If you know,
But
you know. Here's my bracelet.
and everybody, yeah, and everybody, mostly everybody participated in it. You can't see what this
Oh, it's okay. I love that bracelet. All right, go ahead.
says.
And then we got some like charms and things and bracelets and whatever.
We had a whole day filled with activities,
Mhm.
and yeah, so we do a lot of events in that. I wouldn't call it a club, but in that society, in that
Okay.
in that like community, basically. We're basically a community. There's a lot of us, and so yeah, we basically help the counselors make their job easier, help with events, help save money, and yeah. Next, I was a ambassador,
Mhm.
which was basically where we helped rising fifth graders with we helped rising fifth graders get used to middle school. So when they come to middle school, they weren't um, as confused. So we gave tours to fifth graders, and we gave speeches at Ackworth Elementary School and Baker Elementary School. And yeah, we just helped out a lot, and we just helped fifth graders get used to middle school before they come to middle school, so they're not as confused.
What was the feedback from the fifth graders?
Um,
Well, positive. Well, you can say some negative, but don't say anything
uh,
horrendous.
they were like, they. What is wrong with you, sir? They didn't like us. There were there were good things about it. Like we got a good experience,
Okay.
but they're into.
Okay.
They weren't paying attention, but
So when you were a fifth grader and they came and talked to you, or vice versa, I can't remember what happened. How did you feel about it?
I was fascinated. I was like,
Okay.
ooh, I looked up to them because they were like, they already like, they knew the material, they knew what they were talking about. Like,
Yeah. So what else did a tour around the school?
yeah, we did a tour around the school. We went to their school and we talked to them. And yeah, we also got Chick-fil-A at the end for doing such a good time.
Oh.
Yeah, it was really good. We just had it like the other day.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. So you had Chick-fil-A, so that's good.
Like I just
but honestly, go ahead.
I just want to say something real quick. There's good things in everything. So like, there were times where I wanted like not to be an ambassador because it was a lot, you know what I mean? But there's like, it will always get better. Like just believe that because when I was upset, we got Chick-fil-A for doing such a good job.
Oh my.
No, like
children.
If you work hard, you get rewarded.
There you go.
Yeah. Do your best, you get rewarded. So yeah.
But do something because you have good intentions, which you do have good intentions.
Yeah.
So what made you sign up for the Hey! Hi guys! Aw, how are you? Okay, so what made you sorry, that's my friend from like a million years ago.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
So I've known him since like the 90s. Whoa.
Since the 90s.
That's a long time. All right.
But if that's true in the plan.
It is. Okay, so anyway. All right. So what inspired you to be an ambassador and be in leadership?
I wanted to well, like I said, I looked up to the sixth graders when they were sixth graders, now they're seventh graders. Not to be eighth graders. But I looked up to them and I wanted to help fifth graders. Like they helped us with the information. So yeah. And I also was very excited to apply. And the thing is, there were only 10 people allowed to be ambassadors, and I got chosen as one.
And when we when we went to the school and did the when we did the
Looks like you weren't lying.
tour, why would I lie about that? Okay, she's silly. All right, when we did the tour, I said, McKenna, that would be a good job for you to do because she's very good.
Is this your daughter? Yes,
she is my daughter. She is 11. She'll be 12, and we're talking about her in middle school and the things that she's done. We usually have a guest guy, but the guest rescheduled last minute all the way to August.
That's a cool name.
Yeah, that's his name. But the guest rescheduled to
thank you
to August. The day after my birthday in August, by the way. But anyway, I think something like that.
That's fine.
But all right, yes, my birthday is the 23rd.
So yeah.
All right, so you're in Bible.
That's a dope accomplishment. Thank you so
much. He's cool. So you're all right. So you were in the Bible.
I was in Bible study. Because again, self-explanatory. It's self-explanatory.
Well, why did you want to help? Like, why did you?
Because I heard that there was an opportunity that we could hand out baskets to homeless people after we had that storm. So I think it was called End of Storm Basket. Okay. Self-explanatory. But LOL, your mom must be proud to have you interviewed. He's a dope friend.
Yeah, he is. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right.
So yeah, and then we always help people on like Thanksgiving and give them our leftovers. So yeah.
No, we didn't. We haven't done it in a while. Yes. So Atlanta has a huge population of houseless people, and some in tents and some not in tents, unfortunately. And it doesn't get as cold as the north, but he does a lot of scriptures and stuff and talks about them on Facebook.
Okay,
and he does hair and cuts hair. We're all talking about guys.
I need a haircut. My bad.
He shaves men's head.
Oh, never mind. I'm not trying to get my head shaved, but thank you for the offer. Oh wait, you didn't offer. My bad.
This kid is something. Okay. Anyway,
so some things I learned in Bible study, that's what he asked the question.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, we like questions. Go ahead.
Yeah, like questions. Okay, so on a day-to-day, not day-to-day. It was every Friday. It was every Thursday. Mm-hmm. And I wish I could do this with my sons.
Aww. Have
him on here.
Your son could be a guest. He's like, what, 15, 16? I don't know how old he is now.
Girl, I'm not cutting your hair. No, man.
She has beautiful long curly hair, but it's like hiding right now. Yeah. So your oldest one is what, 15, 16? I don't even know. Probably 16, older than 17. That. Quit saying 6, 7. Let us think about it. And then the youngest one is, I don't know, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. I don't know. Tell us how old your boys are. I forgot.
Okay. So every Thursday.
He's way older than 6, 7. He's probably like 8 or 9. Okay, go ahead. I don't know.
You also have like a friend reunion or something.
Friend reunion. We were just in Maryland for 5 minutes, like in April.
Yeah.
It's a very short trip. Holy moly. 20, 18, and 10. He's 10?
Sorry, y'all.
I can't believe. I know, we're just talking to Guy. I can't believe he's 10 now. If this is audio and you're listening, I'm so sorry because we're just talking back and forth. Okay, what's the question?
What did you learn? So every Thursday I would go to Bible study, and we would have a preacher by a nearby church come, and we would have a teacher with 2 teachers, and we would read a few Bible verses, and I taught twice.
You did? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I taught twice at Bible study, and my what was it called? What it means. My
scripture?
Yeah. What I taught about was how to get closer to God and what would God want you to do. And so
cool.
I got
very good.
I learned some stuff by doing research by that, which was pretty good, but it was a pretty long process of making that because it was pretty difficult. But yeah, and we would read a few Bible verses every day, and then we would do prayer requests at the end of the thing. And yeah, so we learned a lot about the Bible and a lot of stuff in that group, and it was pretty educational.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah.
Very good. All right. So pretty awesome. Okay. What else were you in? What?
I can't even
Winter
think.
guard?
Oh, I was in honor. I'm an honor student.
Mhm.
Which means if you don't know what that means, it means I get really good grades, like A's and B's. And I did get one single B in the first quarter, which stopped me from getting all A's.
That's all right.
But
You brought it. You did good.
Next year, I'm getting all A's.
Okay.
That's my goal.
It's a good goal.
I also was in color guard. I was in a lot of stuff, y'all. I'm just gonna keep talking.
Dance, band.
Yeah, I was also in color guard. If you don't know what that is, it's like
winter guard.
Oh, winter guard. Yeah. It's where basically you have 6-foot flag. Pole with flag on it.
It was.
But
a pole with
yeah, and you basically dance with it. You flip it up in the air. You have don't go crazy. You have rifles, which are not real rifles. They're wooden blocks in the shape of a rifle with plastic on the top with white tape around it.
Yep.
It's not real, I promise. It's just wood. But it's pretty heavy and was kind of difficult for me because I was at first the only 6th grader. So, yeah. And next, also, it's the inside version of color guard. So, color guard is the same thing, but outside at like football games.
Yep. That's what I was in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And your brother was in winter guard like you. My oldest is 24.
And I am in band and want to continue band. It might be a little difficult if you know, you know. But
if you know, you know.
I want to continue doing band.
Okay.
I played the clarinet and I was in AC band and I want to be in AC band next year. And I'm going to play bass clarinet next year.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. And if you don't know what bass clarinet is, it's a way bigger version. It's like this tall and goes down to the ground, and then it has like this long curvy piece on the top and this long curvy piece on the bottom. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it's basically the same thing as a clarinet, but bigger and lower.
Lower. Oh, good, very good. Because I was going to ask you if it's higher tone or lower tone.
Yeah. So everything bass is lower.
Very good.
Love y'all. I got to get my hair cut. Keep doing your thing. McKenna, take care of moms.
Oh, thanks, Guy. You're awesome. Bye. We appreciate you. Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Aww.
Thank you for the nice comments.
So, all right. So we wrote a book. Go ahead.
I'm also in dance, which is sad to think about because the county cut the amount of teachers we can have at our school. So dance is no longer going to be connection class at my school. So next year I'm going to be in orchestra and I'm going to play the viola, but I will miss dance a lot.
Yeah, that was sad. So, all right. Great job juggling all those things and getting wonderful grades. I'm very proud of you.
How often you do these unboxing?
Okay. Every Sunday we are live. And it's supposed to be at 3, but our guest didn't come. We're like, let's do it at 7. So most of the time it's live every Sunday at 3, which I know people go to church and stuff, but hopefully they're done by 3. The replay is available, but I'm really behind on episodes. So they're supposed to be going on YouTube. Some of them are already there. And then Facebook, the replay plays for 30 days. Thank you so much for watching. So, all right. So you helped me write this book. Let's tell people, tell them how was it to write a book at 10 years old? You were 10 when we wrote it.
It was actually pretty fun because it was difficult coming up with ideas, but like you also came up with most of them. But I came up with a very good illustration.
You did.
I came up with a split like the split scene. Where
Yeah.
it's like
You did.
CJ's mind and like his friend.
Marquise.
Marquise
is his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, so we were walking, and I used to write it when I was walking. So this was McKenna's idea, and at first, and that is thank you, baby. So at first, actually, my oldest son drew like a sketch of it first, and then an illustrator did it. So this is how the room. Where am I? Okay, this is how the room looks inside CJ's mind. Which, if you don't know. This book is in honor of my brother who passed away, who had severe OCD. And then this is how the room looks. Oh, I don't know where I'm going. Okay, this is what it actually looks like, but this is what CJ sees in his mind. So that was her idea to do a split, and it's such a good. Oh my gosh!
So then, as you can see, if you can read it. Oh my god, this is so weird.
Yeah.
CJ has like a mess, but in real life, it's really clean. So if you know what OCD is, it's basically where you think everything has to be neat and tidy, and you see things as dirty when they're actually clean.
Not necessarily. So we are not experts, by the way.
I'm definitely not.
So there's different forms of OCD, and several different things. You don't actually. I know someone that he actually is a coach for men that have OCD. And if you need his information, please ask me and I will give it to you. He's amazing. He's in Australia, by the way. Anyways, his name is Simon, but he is an OCD coach, and I interviewed him, and his was safety. So, like, my character has a lot of those, but he has the cleanliness and the safety. So Simon's is not so much, he said, as the cleanliness. It's more of the safety. So he would stay up all night making sure the doors are locked. He would, like, he was the only man in the house, but he was a young boy. But those are the things that he would do. Now, everybody's different. A lot of people that they think that, like, oh, because you want to be clean, that means you have OCD. Well, technically, I think that it has to consume your mind. What I forgot, I have it in the book. So many hours a day to be every single day. It has to consume so many hours a day to be diagnosed with that. And of course, it's like there's a DSM, and you would go to the doctor and all that stuff. And I'm not diagnosing you.
If you want to have more information on OCD, you can go to these resources that we used in the book for information.
Yeah. So, and right now, the book is still free as an ebook. Okay, it's usually $3.99, and it is free as an ebook. I believe it ends tonight. I thought it ended last night, but that was not true because today was still free. So the paperback version on Amazon is
a hardback version?
No, paperback and ebook. The paperback version is $14.99.
And learn new things that make you better, even if you don't know how to do it. Thank you.
Oh, he's so awesome.
Y'all share kindness.
Oh, you're showing the
Yeah.
So yes, the ebook version you can't see is still free. Yeah. Oh, that's so crooked. Free. And then the other one's $14.99. So if you do read the book, I would love your feedback. It's for 11 years old and up. A 10-year-old could read it, but there's like one little scary part. But if your son is interested, Guy, I'll tell you the part that's a little scary. And then you can kind of like go from there. But as of tonight, like 3 a.m. Eastern time, because it's off of Pacific time, it'll be free until then. So you have a few more hours to get it for free. And anyway, so she started writing her own book, but then she kind of like backed away from it for now. She's doing like a million things. I will. Okay. Thank you. And then
email?
Yeah, like DM, like, you know what, like a DM is direct message inbox.
Oh, sorry about that.
Anyway, So, why did you change the, like, we look weird
I
now.
didn't.
Okay.
Yeah. And why is it pink?
This is the only color version.
Why is it pink?
Trick. You'll get it in black and white. So this is the only color version. There's my brother in so many different pictures. There I am up there. That guy would remember me like this. There I am over there as well. But anyway, so it was really important to me to include his daughter. She was 3.5 when he passed away, and I'm getting emotional because today would have been her mother who passed away. I think she would have been 39 today.
Really?
Yeah, today is her birthday. Heavenly birthday to Jen. Happy heavenly birthday. Jen was my buddy too. I knew her for many years, and she loved Jayla very much. And Jayla has a little brother as well. So anyway, yeah, he was one when she passed, I think. But
She has a brother?
yeah, Tyson. We're just talking to each other. I'm so sorry. But yes, she has a brother. His name is Tyson. He has blonde hair. He's a cutie patootie. But anyway, so yeah. But that was very important for my niece to be involved. So everybody in my family has their name that they do not use in the book.
I use hers.
Okay, McKenna. Anyways, so my first name's in the book for one snippet, 5 seconds of the book. I am a bus driver. Never been one, but I was in a book.
Bus driving is hard. I feel bad for that.
Yeah. So funny. So anyways, it is hard.
Sorry.
But so yeah, so there's that. As far as 7th grade, McKenna, what are your plans for 7th grade?
My plans are to. I'm already enrolled to be in. I'm already gonna be in advanced classes. I think I might have all advanced classes next year.
Oh my. That's a lot.
I know. Also, I'm already enrolled in Student Leadership Council.
You
I was
are?
in it last year, yeah.
Oh, cool.
If you were in it last year and you would like to be it again, you don't have to apply again. You're already in it.
Nice.
So that made me happy because I love being
there.
Yeah. Also, my plan is to keep my grades up and to, if I see something that seems interesting, then I will ask you not to sign myself up without your permission.
So by the way, this child just is all, she's like, I'm in this, and that. And I'm like, what? Like, are you going to tell me? Because she does not drive. So she does not drive, obviously. And the lady at the zoo thought she was a lot older than she is because she's tall. She's almost as tall as me, but she does not drive. So that's the thing. Also, really important that I was teaching her and telling her is that your grades are first. So yes, you can be in all these things. That's wonderful. I'm proud of you. But if your grades start to slip, then something has to go, right?
Yeah.
Didn't we discuss that?
Yeah.
Okay. So next year, are you going to do something differently, or do you feel like you can handle the amount of activities you were in?
I feel like if I could handle all that in my first year in middle school, I think that this year will be a lot easier. But I'm not going to, it won't be as stressful because I don't have to do something.
That's sad. But you can do something else. You want to play a sport. What sport would you want to play if you wanted to play a sport? Volleyball?
Yeah.
Your aunt is very good at volleyball. Aisha. Shout out to her. She was very good. She played at Meade High School. Yeah, but way before me. I think she played at Meade. I don't know. It was way before my time. But anyway, so, all right. What advice do you have for kids that are going through a lot? So not to put your business out there, you go through a lot. And we have a split.
Go ahead. No, say it.
We have split custody. So in the summer, she leaves. And her birthday's in the summer, so I miss her birthday every year, but we still celebrate it when she comes back. Um, so what advice would you give kids that have to go through something similar to that?
Um, it just that if you need to talk to somebody, like just talk to like a trusted adult or a friend who's going through the same thing. Like I talk to my mom about it a lot, and that helps. And I talk to my mom
Speak
about
up a
it.
little bit.
I talk to my mom about it, and I talk to my mom about it a lot, and it helps get it off of my chest. So I'm like not the only one who knows everything.
Yeah. So is there any positive side to being able to go to two different places?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm
Well,
just
didn't
joking.
expect
I'm
that.
just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh my.
I'm just kidding. No, sorry about my joke, y'all. Um,
It's okay if there's not in your
well,
mind right now.
for my family, there's not, but for your family, there might be.
Well, okay. But we do a lot of fun things.
Yeah.
What did we do yesterday for the first
We
time?
went to the zoo, and it was really fun. And the lion kept coming up to the glass and roaring.
It was very cool.
Their roar sounded way more different than I thought it would sound. I did not think it was going to sound like that. It sounds like a bear.
It kind of did sound like a bear.
It wasn't like roar. It was like roar. It was sounded like a bear. Like how
funny.
you imagine a bear roaring. That's growling or whatever you call it.
Maybe.
That's how it sounded. It sounded like a bear. It did not sound like how everybody says a lion sounds. A lion does not say roar. No.
Wow.
And if you see a sun bear, run. Run. Because we saw sun bears at the zoo, and he was attacking this tote of food, and he took it. He stood up and he went like that.
It was a barrel. Yeah, he
threw
it like,
like it was nothing, and he kept attacking it. So if you see a sun bear, run.
oh my.
Yeah.
Like that.
And they have these long nails that like curve, and they're like this is nails.
Ooh.
They're like really long and they're really sharp.
Yeah, they did.
Not to scare y'all, but I was scared when I saw
But it was very fun. We had a great time.
Yeah.
And we're very blessed because my friend
shout out to Tina
gifted us with that membership, which is such an amazing thing. I'm so grateful to her. I've always been grateful to her because she's such a beautiful human being and such a wonderful nurse, such a wonderful mom, such a wonderful friend. She is just a beautiful soul. But yes, that was very kind of her. And my favorite animal? Well, I wouldn't have said the lions at first, but like when we went back,
really interactive.
We were hanging out with them for like 40 minutes, and it was about to close, and we're like, we got to get out of here, or 30 minutes. But the first time we went by them, they were all three sleeping on a rock. It was so cute.
It's like Pride Rock.
Not moving.
It looks like the Lion King rock. The Lion King.
It does.
The Lion King rock. And like Pride Rock.
It did. But
and they look like Scar and Mufasa, and then it looks like Scar and Mufasa, and then it looked like the lion from Madagascar.
Yeah, so they were kind of like chilling at first, and then we went all the way through. Oh yeah, she started singing "I Always Wanted a Brother" in front of everyone.
Like you.
And they started laughing.
No, because there were two brothers, and then there was like a pal or like a uncle or a friend.
Oh
or,
my!
I don't know.
Uncle, friend, pal. Some other line that But she's just gonna sing the whole song.
My bad. And they look down.
I'm like half asleep.
My favorite animal is probably the laughing kookaburra because we sang a song about that in 5th grade. Memories. But no, just because of that song.
What about the other animals?
That's just because of the vlog. It's not my favorite. I was just saying I like it.
Oh, we got to see the sloth.
Yeah. Oh my god.
He was upside down, like climbing.
We wanted to see the baby sloths, but they were.
And guess what?
Never sleeping.
I got to see a peacock, and it was white.
And it
And
started
it was
going.
so, yeah, it was loud.
What was
I
that?
hope somebody's not listening on audio. They're gonna be like, "What is happening?" They keep talking to this guy named Guy. They keep making weird noises. We don't understand what's happening right now.
If you're on audio, I'm sorry.
But we love you and thank you.
Thank you for listening.
So many different countries are
Listening.
yeah.
So
I'm gonna look it up while
I'm
you're
gonna
talking.
name all the animals that I
Why don't we
remember.
talk about something else? Okay, go ahead.
Well, okay.
Go ahead. You can name the animal.
Kookaburra. We saw a kookaburra. We saw an alpaca.
Yeah.
It was really cute.
Mm-hmm.
We saw a sloth.
Mm-hmm.
We saw a mama sloth wrapped around a baby sloth that were
Mhm.
sleeping.
And the baby was born in
August.
August of last year. Yeah.
August of this. Yeah. Last
I don't know, August of this year.
year. And then we saw a gorilla. We saw an alpaca. No, I said that. We saw orangutan.
Mm-hmm.
We saw otters.
Yeah.
We saw
A tiger. One
a
tiger.
tiger. We saw a sun bear. We saw frogs. We saw turtles. We saw snakes. Oh my gosh, there was.
And she screamed and threw a fit.
Well, I wouldn't say I threw a fit. I would just say I was screaming.
Yeah,
and I was running
She did.
because there was this big king cobra, and there was this he was like thick. He was like this thick.
No, bigger than that. Probably.
Yeah, he was like the size of my head. He was such a big snake. And he was long. He was like longer than me, thicker than my head. He probably could have. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that.
I'll be right back. Wait, go ahead and tell how many countries.
Where are you going?
I'll be right back. What happened? Oh, all time.
Hey,
Last 3 weeks.
looks like I'm the star of the show.
Just tell them. Don't say which countries. You can just say how many. Count how many countries, and I'll be right back.
Mhm.
And then I'll ask you another question.
I mean, can I say the countries that are?
I mean, yeah, you can. And shout out to the countries and tell them thank you for watching.
Thank you. Okay.
I'm listening.
Yeah. So 67% of the listeners are from the United States. 4.3 of the listeners are from France. 3.66 of the listeners are from Belgium. 3.66 of the listeners are from Canada. 3.66 of the listeners are from Singapore. 2.4 of the listeners are from Sweden. 2.02 are from Brazil. 2.02 are from India. 1.77 are from Ireland. 1.71 are from the UK. 1.26 are from Australia. 1.14 are from New Zealand. 0.527 are from the Philippines. 0.32 are from Germany. 0.25 are from Chile. 0.25 are from how do you do that? I'm from that place in Algeria, I think. 0.25 are from Spain. 0.25 are from Turkey. 0.19 are from Saudi Arabia. 0.13 are from Argentina. 0.13 are from. Shout out to all the other countries on this list. Shout out to other countries. Shout out to all the other countries on this list that are listening. Thank you guys so much for your support. But yeah. It's finished. Writing down.
Perfect. So, what's that?
We got our host back.
You're the co-host. Okay.
I know, but today I'm not. I'm a
How
guest.
did you change the?
I did not change
Okay.
it. It was
That
just
weird.
perfectly. It was just perfectly fine a minute ago.
All right. So,
When you left,
question. What
maybe
advice?
it's your shirt that's vibrating, like the color of the beads are like shining onto the camera.
Oh.
It's like
What advice would you give to kids that don't necessarily love school?
Oh, so if you don't go to school, just remember it's necessary. Like you have to go. So don't beat yourself up. Don't be like, oh my gosh, I have to go to school. I don't want to go to school. You have to go. Like I know it's hard to get up in the morning and go to a place for 7 hours and sit down and pay attention. I know that's hard, but when you get home, you can relax. So just remember, when I get home, I can relax.
What if a kid can't relax? What if they have to do work at home, or like really?
Yeah.
What if they
I have to clean my room.
yeah. So what if a kid can't relax? What advice would you tell them? I like the changing the mindset. Basically change your mindset to say I have to be here.
Like
so might as well make the most of it, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Just think. Like don't beat yourself up. Don't get upset over something that you cannot control. You can't control the fact that you have to go to school. Like it's a law for every single kid. It's not just you. And if you make some friends, just think, I get to see my friends. And if you don't make friends, guess what? You will. Trust me, you will. But if you don't, guess what? That's it. Just get like, if you don't make friends, it's okay. Because you have yourself. Love yourself, y'all. Love yourself.
You clapped for yourself? Oh my. Yes, love yourself. And McKenna claps for her.
Self-care, self-love.
All right, Miss Love Yourself. Why do you not want to do positive affirmations with me?
About that. I take that back, y'all. I'm playing.
No,
I'm playing.
love yourself.
Yeah, love yourself. It's easier said than done, okay?
Of course it is. So, as a girl, this might be a tricky question. Do you feel like that as a girl in middle school, do you have the equal amount of opportunities, thank you, in my mind, as the boys?
No.
Oh.
That's not tricky enough. No.
Come over here.
I don't think we do.
Okay. What is it, without saying too much and causing ruckus?
I think, sorry.
What is the difference?
So, in my opinion, there are things that are unequal for boys, and there are some things that are unequal for girls. If you're thinking about both sides, educationally,
okay,
it's not fun. It's not fair for the boys because we get like praised a lot, and not all boys are bad. All boys they be like those boys, but not all boys are bad. So I think that's unfair for them that they always get the bad reputation on them. And
that's so nice, McKenna.
I think that physically it's not fair for us because they have football for boys, basketball for boys, like all these sports for boys, and we have like 2 girl teams. So I think that that's not fair for us because if somebody wants to play, like they have
the running thing for girls.
That's
don't
that's
they?
for boys and girls, so it doesn't really count.
Okay,
it's not really. It's a club, not a team.
Oh, okay.
So count. Not really. We're talking about like teams. Like the high school has a football team, a basketball team, a this and a that and a that. The only thing that girls can join is girls basketball, and they don't have volleyball. They have girls basketball and cheer.
Okay.
That's it. So if you don't want to if you're not tall and you don't think that that's for you, then you can't join that. Well, you don't want to. And if you don't think cheering is your thing, if you're more like a sportsy girl, then that's just not fair because you should be able to join whatever you feel comfortable with. So I think agree. I think that if we're talking about in school, I think it's not fair for the boys. And if we're talking about out of school, activities, I think it's not fair for us.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you one last question. I think I lost it. Let's see.
If you could tell your 13-year-old self.
No,
wait, I'm 11. Not 13. I'm 11. Wait, what?
So
my future self?
Oh. darn. Okay, I forgot the question. Hmm, Um, I don't know what the question is. So, okay, how?
Also,
Okay, go ahead.
I connecting to the question that you just asked. I think that emotionally, it's not fair for boys because boys think that they aren't allowed to have feelings, but everybody's allowed to have feelings. So that's
Aw.
not like. So it should.
That's
We
nice,
should
McKenna.
with the as girls and even as boys, like everybody should make everybody feel welcome to feel anything. Like if you're sad, you can be sad. If you're mad, you can be mad. If you're happy, you can be happy. If you're excited, you can be excited. If you're anxious, you can be anxious. People try to dismiss other people's feelings for no reason.
Mhm.
Like I am allowed to be sad. Just because you're happy does not mean that I get sad. And people don't know what other people are going through at home. So like, they're like, why are you sad? Like, no, 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 no. You're mad for no reason. You don't know what's going on like behind closed doors and what's
Yeah.
going on at home. Because a lot of people say that boys at school or like girls at school are mad for no reason or get mad easily, but like you don't know what they're having to deal with.
That's
That
true.
they
That's
keep in so they get mad easier.
true with
So you don't know.
everyone.
Ooh.
So
Thank y'all for watching. Whoever's watching.
thank
right now.
you. So yay! I love Monique. Okay, so McKenna, why is it important? This will be the last question to be kind. And
Why
you
is
just
it
kind of
important?
said it.
Why is it important to be kind?
Yes.
Because you don't know what somebody's going through at home. You don't know what they're going through.
Hi, Monique. I love Monique.
Oh, yeah. You don't know what they're going through at
Mhm.
home. You don't know like the things they might be fighting. You don't know they could be sick. You don't know like actually
You're right.
there's this girl that I watched a documentary on and she had cancer but she went to school and
Aw.
they did like a documentary thing to see like who would be kind to her and who would be rude and nobody knew and people were just being rude to her for no reason.
Oh my. That's
Clapping
so
hands, preach.
sad.
Yeah, but people didn't know what she was going through. She had cancer, and people were just bashing her for no reason. That's not, you don't know. And then when everybody found out, they wanted to act like they cared. No, you didn't care when I didn't have cancer, so you shouldn't care now. You have to always care for people, no matter what.
Right.
Like I understand that if I make a post on TikTok or something saying I have cancer, and then like you meet me from that post, then you want to act like, then you want to like be nice. I understand that because like this is your first impression from my post, but like being rude to someone, just like when you get money, people want to act kindness is free for real. Like,
Aw, yes.
and just like when people get money, you want to act hateful until they get money, then you want to like, you know what I mean?
Be their friend.
So
right.
yeah, so you should be kind to people no matter what. Like no matter like what they say, no matter what happens, like what you do. If somebody's rude, you just say, "Have a good day," walk away. Because
Thank you, McKenna.
because you can say something to them and that can backfire quickly. Like that can start stuff. Like like
and you don't want to lower and honestly, that's my mind body coach. I'll always shout her out, Monique.
Thank
But
you so much.
You don't want to lower your vibration she is so smart. She really is. Like I'm honestly just asking her stuff, not knowing how it's gonna go or what she's gonna say.
Yeah. Nothing written down.
But yes, this is her genuinely, and I'm very grateful and blessed that I'm in this season of my life because she gets to see me do these things as well. And so it's, it helps influence her. But yes, so it's really important to not lower yourself to that vibration of the person. And no matter what, try to be kind and be genuine and not let their not let things see how sweet. So not let their energy lower or you don't take your light into their dark, right? So that's very important. And I'm very proud of you too, because You're so awesome. And I have reminded her one time, she said something, and I said, McKenna, you're a leader. So you have to think like that. Because in leadership, you can't respond like, and so that's something that her titles, that is a reminder of like, oh yeah, let me think about that first, because you always want to be true to who you are. And I'm not perfect, by the way, at all. I had the toughest week I've ever had at work this week that just ended, the toughest week I've ever had. And I said something and it was like, what? No, I'm not going to let myself, like, can only control my own actions, my own thoughts. I cannot control what anybody else does. So I had to remind myself of that in the moment. Like, nope, stop it. And so, yeah. And I have a very good mentor myself. Monique is awesome with everything. Like, honestly, like we do calls and she's like, okay, so like, and she's just a great leader herself. So, so it's really awesome because she'll remind us of like, hey, you know, why, and she'll ask us like very insightful questions, and then we're like, oh yeah, like, oh, that makes sense. Like, I don't need to, that doesn't need, I can only allow that to upset me. Like, it's not it's not the person, it's like whatever I allow. Absolutely. Please say something.
To close this up, I just want to say, we talked about kindness a lot today. And I just want to tell y'all the quote that my first period teacher always says. So my first period teacher is one of her favorites and one of my favorites.
She's awesome.
Like that I've ever had. She always says kindness is magic, which is true. Aww. And she also says kindness can light. Well, it's basically her explanation to kindness is magic is that kindness can brighten up someone's day. Like, you can just say, "Oh, I love your dress," or "Oh, I love your hair," and that can make their whole entire day better.
Yes. So here's the difference between how I was raised and how she is raised. She compliments everyone, and I love that. And so did I when I was little. But I was told that it was wrong. Shut up. Stop. You're embarrassing me. Don't do that. And I'm not going to say who said that to me, but anytime, like, I remember one time I was in a store in a small town that my mom is from, and it was not my mom that said it, but like, I was told, stop telling people stuff and they don't want to hear it and this and that. So like, there are times with McKenna that she will like literally stand there for 10 minutes and I'm like, sweetheart, we got to go. But I always encourage her. That's so nice to compliment people. It makes them feel so good. And if you genuinely like someone's hair or outfit or whatever, it's so wonderful. Like, you can brighten their whole entire day from telling them, instead of just keeping it in your mind, right? Instead of just keeping it to yourself, like, oh, I really like, her makeup looks beautiful. Like, you can tell her. That's the awesome thing about being a human being, right? Is that we're allowed to say how we feel, and we can tell someone, and sometimes people might respond differently, like, okay. And lots of times it makes them happy and smile. And so that's also being kind. And like you said, Monique, it's like, it's so free. It's free to do that. It takes more energy to be negative than it does, and to frown than it does to smile and to be positive. So, anything else you want to say, ma'am? You did a great job.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Do you ever want to start writing your book again, or?
I think I have a whole new idea.
Oh, that's okay. A whole new idea. Okay. Wonderful. I think it's awesome. Oh, speaking of Monique, this is a kids show, so I won't cover up this part. But here is Monique's book. Is right beside me. Ta-da! This is where why are we changing colors? It's very weird. We're Smurfs. We're Smurfs. Anyway, so speaking of that, whatever you want to do, kiddos or parents, by the way, Anything is possible. Put your mind to it. Even if you're a parent that put yourself aside, like I did several times, and said, "Oh, I've got to focus on this. I don't have time. I can't do it." Da 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 da. You can do anything that you want, anything you put your mind to. You can follow your dreams. Um, if you don't have the money for it, save up for it. If you don't have the time for it, try to make the time for it. Do it on your own time. Learn little bits at a time. So honestly, like if you have a passion for something, please don't never do it. I mean, just don't say, I'm never going to do this because I can't. You never know what you can do until you try. Right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Did you ever think years ago that you would help write a book?
No.
I know. See?
My thoughts were a few years ago was when I was like 6.
Yeah.
Or 7.
So did you ever think you could write a book when you were that?
Or 7.
Not 6, 7. Did you ever think you could write a book, ma'am?
Oh, my bad.
We're still
6, live.
We're still live, and we've gone over, but hey.
Sorry.
808, I love that number, by the way.
No.
No.
My thoughts were all unicorn.
So what do you want to be when you grow up? Do you know?
Either a nurse or a teacher.
Wow, that just happened, y'all. She's never said that except for like 2 days ago.
I want to be either a labor or delivery nurse or a kindergarten through 2nd nurse.
Nurse or teacher?
Teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's amazing.
Like little kids. I just want to work with little kids.
Which is pretty crazy because that's what I wanted to do. I either wanted to be a teacher of like kindergarten, 1st grade, or I wanted to be a nurse. And I am a nurse, right?
Yeah.
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 Okay. And you have a heart for it. You love to help people, and you're welcome. And you're very kind and compassionate, which is very important when you're molding little children's minds and helping people as a nurse, right? Mm-hmm. So that's what I wanted to ask you, what we're going over. So if you could start any business, like say right now you had all the tools and the skills and the money and the things, and you could start any business, and what would it be? Is that a trick question?
That's a really hard
Mm-hmm.
question. I think I would make an app.
Oh, nice. An app. Okay. And you know how to do that stuff,
yeah,
so that's good.
Yeah, we did it in computer science class. So
yeah.
I think I would make an app.
Okay.
About like an educational app though.
Okay.
Well,
don't give away all your ideas. What if somebody takes
it? Game. It's okay. Like they can take it.
No.
Just give me credit.
They're not going to give me credit.
Game and you didn't give me credit.
McKenna.
Anyway, so if I would make a game / app about how to love yourself, maybe.
Okay. Cool.
Like you could. I don't know. Actually.
Oh, we'll talk about it because I think I have an idea. Okay.
What?
We'll talk about it off the camera. All right. So cool. So children, being an entrepreneur is awesome. Being able to control your own schedule and all the things you want to do is really cool. So if you ever wanted to start a business, even as a young kid, think of the ideas, write them down, and surround yourself with people that do that. Or if you're allowed to watch videos or YouTube or whatever, everything's on YouTube. Start studying and learning what you may need. Aww. I love you so much. So start studying what you need to learn or know, or materials you need to have or whatever, if you can do it, right? So my friend is so good at decorating, like amazing. So anytime we have something at work, she decorates, and people are like, who did this? This is amazing. And she has like a little business, but she doesn't do it that much. But she has a business of it, and she's so talented. So you can like baking, or you can like drawing, or you can like whatever it is, right? And you can do that. And it's you can always learn and hone in your skills and get better. And but if you start as a young kid, by the time you're a teenage and up, I mean you're going to be professional. My niece does nails. I think she started at 16, 17. She's doing nails and stuff. Knock it off. She loves 6'7". I'm
No,
sorry.
actually, that's what I've been wanting to do for a long time. Like
Nails?
I love doing nails and I love doing hair, so I wanted to be like that.
Oh, but you changed your mind about that. That's okay.
Beautician.
So
No, like as like a side hustle.
guess what? Monique is one. She cut hair for
Cool.
a long time. I don't know, 27. Yeah, we are very over.
Bye guys. Good night.
So we could talk to the cows come home, if you ever heard that saying. All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching and
I
listening.
hope you liked learning some facts about middle school and me.
Yeah.
And about the zoo.
And the zoo.
And about Monique. And about Mom and Guy.
And Guy, yeah. All right.
A guy named Guy.
He's awesome too. All right. Thanks everybody. Have a great night. Next week we should be at 3:00. Who knows what's going to happen? We just go with the flow. So hopefully, everything will work out, and we'll be at. Wait, is next week at? Yeah, it is at 3. I don't know. Catching myself off guard. So 3:00 Eastern next Sunday. Thanks, guys. You are awesome. Thank you for engaging with us and commenting. Thank you, Guy and Monique. And if you guys want to comment and ask a question for later on, McKenna can answer it another time. She's getting super.
Yeah. But you guys have an amazing day, amazing week, amazing year, amazing life.
Oh. All right. Next week, trigger alert. Trigger warning? Warning, not alert. We're going to talk about a touchy subject. So next week, we're going to talk a little bit about to a person that has suicidal attempts and thoughts, and now she helps people. So that's what we're going to talk about. So it is for an older audience next week. I will warn you before we start talking. She's not going to say, she's not going to say much. She's not going to go into details, but she's going to talk about how she felt and how she helps people, which is a beautiful thing. And if you know, my brother committed suicide. So that means a lot to me. And I'm so grateful and thankful for people that are still here and making a difference after they felt that way. So I will talk to you. Well, we will talk to you next week. And like I said, we will warn you ahead of time. If we should not talk about anything too heavy because it is for kids. But every subject, unfortunately, can affect kids. So we will talk about a little bit about that and her journey. So thank you so much. Bye, guys. Have a good night.
Bye.